Said we used to call each other baby, but now we're on a first name basis. You got your friends in high places. Said we used to call each other baby, but now we're on a first name basis. Said you got your friend. Said now you're my catchy chorus, rhymes divine, elusive verses number 3. I struggle to transcend a rich blend of compliments and hostility. You're not worth another song, another second spent on you, or I could blow it. Be the poet of the past. Just keep on writing songs for who, sweet princess, so lovely, sweet a smile, a cold and cuddly love you, hate you, love you, miss you badly, want to hold you all, bathe you in a fountain, mountain runoff, cleanse our very souls. I love your friends today, but tomorrow they all just assholes, cause we used to call each other baby, but now we're on a first name basis. Said you got your friends, cause we used to call each other baby, but now we're on the first name basis. Said you got your friends in high places. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 Said now my dignity on your doorstep, could you please post it back to me? My address is still the same, still live in Lausitzplatz, Berlin, Germany. I could post you back your hair that I keep finding on my bed, or I could lay it on the empty pillow, pretend that it's your sleepy head. No, that's pathetic. Oh, come on, man, you're being all weak and sweet and open and forgot you got your heart inside a fist and slowly close it. Cupid ain't that stupid, the arrow never left the quiver. It got us once or twice before, but thrice it can't deliver, cause we used to call each other baby, but now we're on the first name basis. You got your friends in high places. Said we used to call each other baby, now we're on the first name basis. Said you got your friends, got your friends, cause we used to call each other baby. We used to call each other baby. Oh, yeah.
After parting with Rob, Christian and I headed for the Czech border, and after some horrible riding on narrow streets we crossed, only to find ourselves not in the Czech Republic.
Dzień dobry w Polsku. Wir sind in Polen.
We sind in Poland. We didn't even know we were heading to Poland, but there you go. Anyway, 5 kilometers later we were in our intended country and felt thrilled to be in Eastern Europe and taking our first steps into the unknown. We camped in a wee gully, and the next morning we were on our way to Liberec. Now, 4 days into the trip, we were starting to have problems with our knees. I was having to get off my bike and push it up the steeper hills. We were forced to take a break. Hello everyone. We've just woken up. We're almost a week into the trip. We've been here the last couple of days in Liberec, on the border from Germany to Czech. And the reason we're still here is that we didn't have our bikes set up properly, and the huge amounts of weight have made I had a problem in my left knee starting to hurt. So now we've given it a couple of days break and I've got myself a support for it and it's feeling pretty good again. But look at that. Winter is not over yet, my friend. This gave me some time to edit the first episode, but was a big worry for me. A German cyclist named George gave us some good tips on how to change the setup of our bike to relieve the strain from our knees. And with still some pains, we headed off into the snow.
Es ist der 17. Februar 2012 und auch die Tschechen sind von diesem Unwetter überrascht. Dieser Kältesturm hätte hier niemand erwartet, nicht zu dieser Jahreszeit, nicht zu diesem Jahr. Es ist kaum vorstellbar, was für ein Schneestöbern hier sich abspielt. Es ist das blanke Chaos. Nirgends auf dem Kontinent friert überhaupt noch irgendetwas nicht. Es ist nicht zu glauben, meine Damen und Herren, aus Tschechien, Nifty Jerajks. Auf Wiedersehen.
We're just stopping for breakfast up here in the Czech mountains around Liberec. Can't say we were expecting this, but this has turned into a right old adventure pretty quickly. Once we'd found our way out of the mountains, we found a nice spot to camp and braced ourselves for a cold night. Spring seemed a long way off. The next stage of our trip was spent between rolling hills and small towns dotted with amazing architecture. I'm taking in. I saw him by the side of the road. I couldn't not say hello. And next thing you know, we're invited in for food. We're already full, but we're going to eat anyway, obviously. This is lovely. I'll get a little shot of the place for you. Televisión. Teo, what a gentle soul. His makeshift shack caught my eye, and on seeing our loaded bikes, he invited us in for a beer. Without the aid of a common vocabulary, we didn't really know what each other were talking about, but that didn't stop us from enjoying each other's company. Praga? You? You from Praga? Naše, yeah.
Hlavní středisko lupičů.
Ah, they're gonna steal everything when I get to Prague, is that what you're saying? No problem.
Babičko,
Já si tady budu řezat pařezy.
máme tady televizi, jak ty tady
A
děláš?
co pak udělal s televizí? Člověče.
Já si zapnu teď. A naposledy. Pojďme,
Ode dneška si chod pro všechno sám. Seru ti na to.
pojďme, lásko.
Zkus na mě šáhnout a dostaneš takovou bombu, jak cípneš.
Ano, tak.
Já to držu všechno až od Penny, jo? Dělám debila, on si tady valí koule akorát. Idiot.
Mám tady zahraniční informatory.
A budeš mi prdel, šáhni mi tam mám krabici vína.
A máš to?
Tady to otevřenou?
Jo, jinak mlíko nechci. Mlíko nepiju.
Tak to mě je jasný. Budou z Německa do Turecka.
Ty víš, co to je za práci z té Penny? A já tam ještě jako debil
Ty
stojím.
máš Penny, takovou dálku.
Za Penny. Ale tam to mají na bzučák a zvoníš tam půl hodiny, než oni ti otevřou.
Alright, goodbye, Teo.
Pozdravuji všechny soudruhy,
Yeah.
který máš rád. Zdravím celý svět a mějte se dobře. Ahoj.
Ahoy! After a long day in the rain, happy to have our knees back, we ended up just before dark in the city of Brno, of which I had never heard. I was keen to push on, but Christian persuaded me to stay the night in a hostel. One night became 4. Brno is an amazing place and everyone should go there. Our hostel, the Fleda, had a club downstairs and we ended up at the opening party of a theatre festival. Within no time we had made good friends with some crazy German actors.
I just give him the time to communicate, but he is more interested in the beer. But maybe he needs beer too. I tried to lay my hand on his face. The nifty's face. I tried to surprise him now. Look what happens. He doesn't. He does. So this is what Nifty's never like to be touched in the face. I show you again the reaction. They don't like it.
Jackie, touches.
No, be careful. Be careful. In the face.
Why are you doing that?
Okay. My name is Itka, and I'm Princess of Brno, and this is my castle on the hill. And now I will show you something around my city. Now we are going by bike to the square, so let's go. It's like when the raindrops fall to the water. It's make a circus. And this fountain is it means like this. It's a raindrops, and it's fall down. It makes a circle, and this is like a water, and it makes circles, and the poems swim under the water, up to water, water. How it's called? Yeah. The people don't really know what is really right here, and you have to stop, and you have to read. And people just moving around, or I don't know, they're so fast, and they don't are able to enjoy some small but nice stuff like poem on the street. And it means when the elephant cry, it's the rain tears like a small lake. And that's nice.
Why do you like living in Brno?
Because it's not that big city, and the places are here so nice. Like there's a lot of parks, and small shops. I really like that. If you go through the streets, and isn't just the pubs everywhere, but like small shops with metal things or vegetables or breads and something like that. It's cool, and the people here are nice, and it's really, I feel here's a lot of creativity in the city, and possible to do some things. And
like what?
Like we do now. We just make a theater for the people around us, because I have my new nice hat because I'm princess, and I have my microphone and everybody watch us, and we put the theater to the street. Like maybe after that, more people will be interested about the theater. So, that's nice, no?
We've reached the Morava River, which means our time in the Czech Republic has come to an end. We could have never anticipated how much we would enjoy this wonderful country. With its beautiful nature, its entertaining and hospitable people, its impressive architecture, beautiful women and delicious beer. For me, leaving this place is like parting with newfound friends. And I say, Děkuji, Česká republika. Mwah.
To make this one album that I have to make with the record label, and then I just want to make my fucking deadliest, which would be like kind of like my debut, because I consider everything I've done already just like demos, you know, and like just make one fucking dream killer album, and then go and be an environmental entrepreneur.
I can see that. I can hear that's where your heart lies.
Yeah. I'd still tour and play Mowat Park and all of that, but then I wouldn't feel like there's any more pressure, you know. And on the album would be all this really quirky little shit like, last year I made your Christmas, no, this year I made your Christmas present. I made it with my hands. It's not some Chinese plastic junk or gadget from Japan. Some things that I had lying round, stuck fast with love and glue. And I don't care what you got me, 'cause all I want is you. 'Cause all I want is you. Woo-hoo. And like in between each major serious track would be little fun things like that, you know? That's what I'd like. Yeah.